here, and welcome to another video. So today I am doing another Q&A because honestly I haven't done one in a while, and I think they're pretty fun because I like answering questions, so let's go ahead and get into the first one. I said that weird, but anyway, let's just go ahead and jump right in with the first question, which is how did you find Animal Jam? Now actually, if you direct your attention to my buddy list over here, and we just search up Claw of Life, that's my best friend in real life. I met her in the 3rd grade, and she introduced me to Animal Jam. I'm pretty sure I've answered that question before in a Q&A, but just in case you're new to my channel, that's how I found out 5 years ago about Animal Jam, through my best friend, Claw of Life. I think this one is really cool. Would you rather be a YouTuber or a billionaire? Now, honestly, being a billionaire would be pretty cool. I could provide for my entire family. Nobody would ever want for anything. I could have like 1 million animals, and you know how happy that would make me? I could have like 1,000 cats, just like that crazy cat lady with 1,000 cats. You know her. I bet you know her. She's kind of crazy, but I want to be her, okay? I love cats and I love animals, so if I could have just like a giant thing of animals, and I could do it because I'd be a billionaire. But at the same time, YouTube is amazing. It's crazy, like, just how far I've come. In just 5 years, 210,000 people have subscribed to my channel. I have gone to California twice. I have met people I otherwise would have not even known existed. All because of YouTube. And not to mention, it does give me a creative outlet for what I can do. Because I'm a very creative person. When I was like 6 or 7 years old and I wasn't really allowed on YouTube, because yeah guys, there was a time where I wasn't even allowed to go on YouTube because my parents thought it was inappropriate. Anyway, I would invent things for my cats. Like, I would literally get boxes and, like, make cat trees out of them. And dare I say, they were actually pretty good, okay? And I draw blueprints and everything. But YouTube is my new creative outlet. Besides, like, making boxes and stuff for my cats to sit in, I get to make videos. And it's just, I don't know. There's something about it that I can get my creativity out there and people can watch and they can comment on it and be like, wow, I really think you did a great job on this video. Like, so yeah, even though I think I'd love being a billionaire, because I mean, who wouldn't? You could have like $1 billion. I'm gonna have to stick with YouTube. I don't think I'd give up YouTube for anything. Unless my parents were about to fall off a cliff and they said, give up YouTube or we're falling off this cliff, then I probably would not give up YouTube. Alright, this one's kind of a fun one. What are your recent emojis? And honestly, I use the same like 5 emojis all the time. I'm so basic. I'm literally so basic. So my top 5 emojis are the crying laughing face, this smiley face, but this smiley face, not the other smiley faces, just this one, okay? It's very specific, this smiley face. And then I use the little tongue out emoji because it's like, hello, you know, it's like happy. And then I also use the smiley face with the one singular bead of sweat because, I don't know, I say a lot of weird things sometimes. I'm just like, bead of sweat. And then, of course, we have the monkey covering his eyes, or covering their ears, or covering their mouth. I don't know. I use all the monkeys, honestly. They're really cute. All right, this one is really, really funny. Okay, do you think if APARRI wasn't your brother that you would still be friends? And honestly, I don't know, because sometimes he really, really gets on my nerves. And maybe that's just a sibling thing, but maybe it's just who we are as people. But I don't know if I'd be friends with him if I weren't his sibling. I mean, we're both Jambassadors, so honestly we'd probably end up being friends anyways because we'd go to VidCon together and stuff. But that's so weird to think about. Like, if he weren't my brother, then what would happen? Alright, and here is the next question. It's really good. Has anyone in real life or at school ever found out you played Animal Jam and explain how it happened? I'm still here! Gosh! I'm moving! Don't you see, Animal Jam? My goodness. Alright, so the first person to find out about my channel was in, I think, 7th grade. It was either 7th or 8th grade, and they found out about my first channel, Animal Jam Videos 123, which unfortunately got deleted, but anyway, that's the channel they found out about. It was still the same me doing the same videos and stuff, it was just on another channel. Basically, it was the very end of school, we were in math class, we were all crowded around the door waiting to get out, and this girl, who I've been friends with for a few years by the way, she goes up to me and says, I know what you do on the internet. And I'm like, what the heck? That is really creepy to say, but what? And she's just like, I know what you do on the internet. And she just kept saying it over and over again, like I was gonna get the hint, and I didn't. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I know your channel. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then the bell rang and I just walked away because I didn't know what to say. I was like, I'm an awkward child. I'm not going to say anything. But then for the next week, she was talking to me about it and stuff. And she's like, wow, I've been a fan for so long. And it was kind of weird because she was like my friend for the longest time. But then in secret, she was like a fan of me. Then also earlier this year in May, some people found out about my channel. My best friend Rachel found out about it, and they'd all known I have a YouTube channel, but they didn't know what it was. And they basically found it and they're like, oh, you play Animal Jam, haha. And I'm like, yeah, I do. Get on my level. And then once I went to VidCon, I was like, I shouldn't be ashamed of making Animal Jam videos. Like, this is what I love to do. This is what I do with my life, okay? I come home, I sit on my computer, and I make Animal Jam videos. Like, what's so wrong with that? So when HHQ took us out to dinner, I actually posted on my Snapchat story, I'm like, hey guys, I actually have a YouTube channel that's about Animal Jam, and it's called Bepper, and I don't really care if you guys know anymore, so there's that. And I actually got really positive reactions from people, and the reason I was scared to tell people, I guess, this entire time, is that in middle school, I was kind of bullied a little bit, and I was always very scared to be myself. Which nobody should ever be scared to be themselves, but I was, so I was like very skittish about telling people, also because I have trust issues. So yeah, but it all went well, and now basically everyone knows I have a YouTube channel. Some people don't know what it is still, but if they find out, I'm like, yeah, that's my channel. And I am no longer hiding it or anything, because it's what I do, and it's what I love to do, and I'm not going to be ashamed of it, and I'm not going to hide it from people, because that's me. It's like a huge part of me. It's like the only part of me. I come home, I do homework, I make videos, I go to bed. Like, that's what I do. Here's a pretty good string of questions. How are you? I'm great. How is the weather? Terrifying. We just had Hurricane Harvey, and now we're having Hurricane Irma, followed by a tropical storm Jose, which may or may not develop into a hurricane, so it's terrifying right now, actually. How is the eclipse? I couldn't even see anything happen in the sky, so you know what? It's a hoax made up by the government. Actually, I made a post about that on Instagram saying I couldn't see anything, so it was a hoax made up by the government, and everyone thought I was being serious. Guys, it's a joke. I love the eclipse, okay? I understand it's a real thing that happens. Okay? What's your favorite Pokemon? I would definitely have to say Raichu. It's just adorable. It's a little panda-looking thing. It's not really a panda, but it looks like one. It looks like a weirdly colored panda, but still, in my eyes, it looks like a little panda. What did you have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? For breakfast, I never eat breakfast because if I do, it actually upsets my stomach because my stomach is very, 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 like, easy to make upset. For lunch, I had some salsa, some chips, a nice sandwich, and Go-Gurt, and string cheese, and yeah. And for dinner, I had chicken broccoli ziti alfredo. It was great, and I loved it, and my mom makes it the best. Here's actually a question I really want to answer. Are you considering coming to Nova Scotia? Actually, yes. In the near future, hopefully. That's where my great-great-grandfather is from, and he fought in World War II for the Canadian Army. Even though Canada is, like, super sweet, I don't know why they'd have an army, they do, and he fought in it. And his name was William Wilson. If you ask me, that's literally the coolest name ever. William Wilson. That's awesome. I love him, and he was my great-grandfather. My great-great-grandfather. I never met him. Here is a string of questions just about my animals. Who's your favorite dog? I have two dogs, Lily and Bosco, and I love them both equally, and I love them so much, and they're both little balls of joy. So both of them. What's your favorite dog breed? A Netherlands Kikkerhonde. It's literally the cutest thing ever, and it's the most compatible with me too. I literally sat down for like 3 hours, went through the entire AKC website, through every single recognized breed by the AKC, put together a chart of size, barking level, trainability, etc., etc., etc. Like a lot of things were on that list. And then I compared and saw which one was most compatible with me, and that's the dog that's most compatible with me. Also the Rhodesian Ridgeback, but honestly, in my opinion, they don't look that aesthetically pleasing. I mean, they're really cute, but the ridge on their back, it annoys me. So, I went with the Netherlands Kikkerhonde. What breed is Buttercup? I don't know. She's just a cat, but she is a tortoiseshell. That's not a breed, but it's a color. So, yeah. She's probably just an American Shorthair. I don't know. What grade are you in? Grade 11. What is your favorite subject in school and why? I like grooming and kennel management because I get to groom doggies. And then I also like canine behavior and health because in that class we get to train doggies. So, yeah. Who's your favorite animal from school? If you don't know, I go to a farm school. There's a lot of animals. And my favorite would probably have to be, I don't know, there's a lot of them. For birds, I like Baby the bird. And he's terrifying sometimes. He's very bipolar. He will sometimes just be talking and be nice and like happy. And then all of a sudden he's screaming. Especially if you offer him a pretzel, he'll like chew it in his mouth for a second and then he'll spit it out everywhere and start screaming. I don't know. He's weird. For the small animal room, I'd probably have to say any one of the ferrets. And for the reptile room, I'd have to say Brady the leopard gecko and also Sparky the boa constrictor. I love them and they're my babies, okay? I think that's gonna have to wrap it up for this episode of Let's Do a Q&A with Bepper. That's what I'm calling it. That's not what I'm calling it, but I'm calling it that. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Oh, goodbye.